Breaking news. Oscar De La Hoya said he is happy to be working with Al Heyman, PBC. Much more to come. He also threatens Jaron Boots Ennis and his side, the Eddie Hearn side, with legal discourse if they don't stop messing things up. In this video, I'm going to break it down, tell you everything I know. You got to subscribe. You got to watch to the end. From the top, boom. Oscar posted a video, and right after I read this caption, I'll get into the video. He says, exciting news on Monday, plus an update on Vergil Ortiz and Jaron Ennis. I'm about to start sending legal letters if y'all won't stop effing things up. So, this is brand new news. I haven't watched the video because on my channel, I give it to you raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Word to ODB. I like it raw. So I don't want to rehearse. I want my natural reaction on this camera. So if you dig that, make sure you guys subscribe. And we're going to get into what Oscar had to say. Roll the clip.
Yo, what's up, guys? Happy New Year, man. I've been busy this week finalizing the Ryan Garcia-Barrios fight, and details will be announced on Monday. I'm really excited to be working with PBC and Al Heyman. Look, we have a lot of great matchups to be made as the U.S. top promoters, so I'm looking to keep the fights here in the U.S. In the meantime, Eddie Hearn is begging the media for this Boots and Vergil Ortiz fight. It's so stupid as a promoter to pigeonhole your fighter into one opponent. You lose your negotiating power, which ends up being a lot of lost money for your fighter. Also, every time a manager tries to be a hero and negotiate behind the promoter's back, they lose money for the fighter. And at the same time, violate the Muhammad Ali Act. And you know what? I'm gonna start sending legal letters enforcing this because I'm fucking tired of it. Some managers are just full of shit and I will be exposing them, trust me. Look, Vergil can fight 2 or 3 different guys in mega fights. He's got options. Imagine him with Errol Spence at Dallas Cowboys Stadium or Sebastian Fundora in a mega fight in Vegas. Boots is part of the plan, but it doesn't have to be next. But Eddie, since you're so desperate to make this fight, then let's do this. 60-40 for Vergil and 5% to the winner. Because I'm generous and I'm not moving off those numbers. You're the one who's begging for this fight. So let's go. Yo.
So for starters, he said he's happy to be working with Al Heyman and PBC. This is a good thing. I also like that Oscar, I do believe he makes a strong case. Eddie Hearn, you want this fight, right? He says, we keeping the fight in America. I'm an American, and I like that. Y'all hyped up Turkey and like the fights in Riyadh. Listen, the Kingdom of Saudi is probably a beautiful place, but when it comes to boxing, the fights coming on my time. I'm in California, Pacific Standard Time. Them fights in Saudi be coming on at like 2 p.m. That's the main event. So I can't even eat breakfast and the car's already started, and then they try to do too much and do 11 fights with Cabiel and Agitated Cabbage and all these people. So the fights be starting at like 9, 10 in the morning. Like, this is just not primed for U.S. boxing. So I like the Barrios and Ryan fight. You know, some people are going to complain like, oh man, Ryan don't deserve a title shot. How did he get a title shot off a loss to Rolly? I don't even care at this point. Jake Paul just fought a 2-time champion, heavyweight champion, and Olympic gold medalist. If that can exist and happen where somebody can have like 11 fights coming from Nickelodeon or whatever, Disney or whatever, to fighting a U.S. or actually a UK Olympian, then I don't really care. It is what it is. It's where boxing is at. Ryan's a big brand. It's a good fight. As long as he passes drug tests, make the fight. You know what I mean? Because for real, if he don't beat Barrios or at least look acceptable and put up a better performance than Rolly, his boxing career is going to be in trouble. So back to it. I don't know if he's taking shots at Eddie Hearn and Boots or Rick Marinigan, who's Vergil Ortiz's manager. He was like, you violating the – it sounded like he was going at Vergil Ortiz's manager, like, you going to mess this up. You trying to get done on your own accord without Golden Boy's involvement, and you're going to end up losing more money.
Eddie Hearn is begging the media for this Boots and Vergil Ortiz fight.
I will say it don't sound like Golden Boy really wants to make the Boots Ennis fight next, because there's a whole lot of lip about, oh, we don't have to fight you. We could fight Errol. We don't even know if Errol's coming back right now. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Eddie Hearn, man.
Opponent? You lose your negotiating power behind the promoter's back. Tries to be a hero and negotiate behind. Every time a manager tries to be a hero and negotiate behind the promoter's back, they lose money for the fighter. And at the same time, violate the Muhammad Ali Act. And you know what? I'm going to start sending legal letters enforcing this, because I'm fucking tired of it. Some managers are just full of shit, and I will be exposing them. Trust me.
It sounds like he's talking to Vergil Ortiz manager. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But he was like, I'm going to expose it. I'm going to start sending out paperwork. So it is what it is. To me, none of this gives me any hope that we're getting Vergil Ortiz and Jaron Boots Ennis next. And I told you, I'm off it. It's a great fight. I'll watch the fight. I'll promote the fight on my channel. I like the fight, personally. However, I know how boxing works. I know the politics. I would not get my hopes up. I told you from the beginning, I am not going to hold my breath for this particular fight. They did the face-off, and that looked cool. But immediately after, Vergil Ortiz was in the back talking about his dream fight. He don't care what no one says. He want to fight Errol Spence. So from that point, really after the face-off, there's been one thing after another. Eddie Hearn doing interviews, long, laborious negotiations, none of which makes me confident that we're getting the fight next. So it is what it is. Golden Boy, it sounds like they have other plans for Vergil Ortiz. He did put out his final number in favor of Vergil Ortiz. He said 60-40, winner gets an additional 5%, take it or leave it. So when people do them take it or leave it, that's usually not good, especially when it's done in public, because what if you don't want to take it? Then that you just said, you gave him an ultimatum. Here's my deal, here's my offer, or kick rocks. So when people are talking like that, it's not really a negotiation anymore. It's like, you take this package, pause, or we moving on. And now he's talking about working with PBC and Al Heyman. So he's right. That opens up opportunity, because think about the quality fighters at 54 that PBC has. Tim Tszyu, Fundora, Errol Spence, Jermell Charlo, Erickson Lubin. Even though Vergil just fought Erickson Lubin, I'm just giving you a list of names. So, yeah, he might know something we don't. Like, he might be working with Al Heyman, like, yeah, let's put together a calendar. And then now Boots and Eddie Hearn are going to look crazy, because Eddie Hearn's going to have to keep overpaying Boots, because that's what he had to do to lure him from Showtime and Espinoza. So now you're going to be overpaying him. And then DAZN, what fights can they offer Boots? Crawford retired. If you don't fight Vergil Ortiz, the Devin Haney, he's not moving up. He already said that. He said, I'm at 47. He's a champion there. So who is with DAZN that's relevant, that's at 54, that, makes sense for Jaron Ennis to even fight, if not Vergil Ortiz? So Oscar, it could be just a game of chess too, where Oscar is like, we have options, you don't. You're going to look worse in the end, because we're working with PBC and Al Heyman. That's what he said, right? And we know they're doing Barrios and Ryan. That's PBC and Golden Boy. So if they're willing to work together, yeah, that's going to be over for you, because PBC got 54 on lock. And these other promoters, Golden Boy, they got like one-off people, right? They got one-off people like Vergil Ortiz. Eddie got Boots. I mean, Boots can fight Israel Madrimov, but Vergil, then you'll still be in Vergil's shadow because Vergil already beat Madrimov. Crawford already beat Madrimov. So what does that really do? You already fought Karen Chukazian at welterweight twice. So looks like Oscar playing hardball. Let me know what you think. For more boxing news, use my link me to get to all my links. I'm out.